Today I'm going to help you guys try to get around the pattern day trading rule on Robinhood. I need to preface it by saying there's no secret trick to be able to day trade infinitely without having $25,000 in your account, which that in itself still has limitations. But I'll give you two ways that can get you pretty darn close. The first of which is downgrading your margin account to a cash account, which will allow you to day trade as much as you want with settled funds. And that's one of the reasons it sucks, but it has multiple reasons why it sucks. Like I mentioned, it does require settlement periods for both funds that you deposit into Robinhood and also money that is released from shares when you sell the shares. That is the money that gets deposited into your account after selling shares has to settle for a couple trading days. You also lose access to margin, so goodbye Robinhood Gold. Can't trade options anymore, which is a big bummer. Maybe not for your account balance, but and this is permanent, so you can't undo it. So I don't recommend doing it, but if you're going to do it, here's how you do it. You go to account, you go to day trade settings, and you turn off instant settlement. Remember, this is permanent. You can't undo it, but you can now day trade after this with any settled funds that you have in your account. Now, if you trade options, there's a better way to do this. And let me explain by giving an example. Let's say we're trading AMD. Okay, and let's say you bought a call. I don't know if I'd recommend buying a call right now, but let's say hypothetically you did. Let's say you bought the October 19th, and I'm using a mouse, so it's going to look pretty ugly. 27.50 strike. Okay, for a debit, it's a D of $157. Now let's say you made this decision. You woke up a little hungover. It was opening bell. You got a little excited. You're a little confused though, and after 10 or 15 minutes, you realize it's starting to go down, and you realize that you've already used all your day trades for the 5 trading day period. And you're like, well, crap, I have to wait until tomorrow to sell this because I can't sell it today. Well, you can do the next best thing. If you can't sell this call, you can sell something really close to it. And essentially, you're opening a bull call spread. But you can sell, let's say, for example, the October 19th, let's see, 28 call for a credit of $133. Now, this limits your risk a lot. You've almost entirely gotten out of the trade. What's left in the trade is 24 bucks. So you went from $157 to 24 bucks. Initially, with the $157 call, if AMD went down $1, you'd be losing $49. Now, with this bull call spread that you've essentially opened up by selling a call that is very close to the call you bought, and in this case, the bull call spread means the strike of the call you sold is going to be a little bit more out of the money. You can also do a little bit more in the money. It's just a little bit more confusing. So we'll stick with out of the money for now. Now that you've done this, if AMD went down $1, you'd be losing $6. And that's not so bad. So you've essentially left the trade altogether. And then the next day you can close this whole spread and you'll be out of the trade completely. And this way you can have these funds. So you leave 24 in the trade. 133 gets deposited straight back. That was supposed to be an arrow. Sweet Lord. Gets deposited straight back into your account that you can now instantly use on any other trade you want to. So this is a way that you can basically nullify a trade pretty close, and is a good way to day trade your way into oblivion. So use it with caution, and I want you guys to always look at your trades and options profit calculator. Make sure you're doing everything right. You can see your max loss and max profit without having to do the math in your head. Let me know if you have any questions or if you feel I made any mistakes. Otherwise, I love each and every one of you uniquely, and I will see you next time.